Okay, let me play it. Hello, everybody.
Hello and welcome to this special breaking news story. Finding your soulmate doesn't always mean it's the person you expected. Riku Hiroshi, a skilled and lethal Japanese assassin ninja, is missing that special someone in his life. How can he when danger lurks around every corner? His carefully manicured life is thrown into chaos the day his path crosses Natasha Smith, an African-American teacher visiting Japan, and he saves her life. A criminal deploys his best people to hunt Riku and now Natasha. She is taken off guard when Riku sweeps in to protect her. Can love win through the cultural differences before danger finds them? Pre-order your copy today at www.pagdalaupublishing.com or visit our social media handles at Pagdalau Publishing on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter and Pinterest. Join our live stream book launch on Facebook on May 24th, 2022 at 4:30 p.m. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.
Hi, welcome everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome everyone to the Assassin's Beauty virtual book launch. I'm your host May from Singapore. Over here it's in the morning actually. I think it's 4:30 p.m. in the States. Yes, it's at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so we are also here today with Rome and Brina Pagdalao. A little about me. Hello. Yeah, I'm an MC and voiceover artist, and just like everyone else here, I personally enjoy reading books too. In fact, that's the first thing in my morning routine. And speaking about routines, I would like to address some housekeeping items before we begin. All right, so number one, be respectful and courteous at all times. Number two, post appropriate comments at all times. And three, no selling or asking for anyone's personal information. If there's any violation of these housekeeping items, you will be immediately kicked out of this room. All right, so now that the rules are out of the way, I would like you to take a quick poll. I think it should show up on your screen anytime soon. The romance novel questions. So please answer the two questions in the poll. I believe most of you should have already finished the questions in the poll. Okay, so let's see what are the top answers. Okay, so what is the most important aspect of a romance novel? I would say the most would be at 43%, and that is plot. And the next question, what is your book format preference? And most of us prefer audiobooks. All right, that's at 71%. Yes. Okay. Interesting questions and answers. Okay, so next I would like you all to type in the chat because we are going on to a quick contest and there is a prize. Okay, so type in the chat who you are and what city, state, and country that you're joining us from. Okay, I'll give everyone a few minutes to type in the chat. Hi everyone. For those who have just joined, right now we are doing a contest where we are going to indicate in the chat where you are from and your name, and there will be a prize as well.
Looks like we have a good chance of winning if you're here early.
Okay, we are going to select the winner and I'm waiting for the results. Okay, I think I have the results with me on who is going to receive a $25 gift card to Starbucks. And the person that joined us from the furthest location is Dr. Artis. Dr. Artis is the winner. You will receive a $25 gift card to Starbucks. Congratulations. Please go to the Pagdilaw Publishing website. You're welcome. Please go to the Pagdilaw Publishing website and type in your live stream name and email address. Okay. All right. And speaking of Pagdilaw Publishing, let's give a warm welcome to the CFO of Pagdilaw Publishing and author's husband, Rome Pagdilaw.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. It's an exciting day. This is the launch of The Assassin's Beauty, written by my wife, Librina. She's been wanting to write a book for a while, and through encouragement and perfect timing, here we are. Just want to thank you for attending this book launch. And also, this is the official launch of our Pagdilaw Publishing under our brand, Pagdilaw Investments Enterprise. So the launch is today for the Pagdilaw Publishing and also for the book. But first and foremost, I want to thank you for stopping by, and we hope to have fun in the next 45 minutes. And congratulations to the first winner of the contest,
Dr. Artis.
Dr. Artis. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And Rome, I think you're going to share the logo animation. Wow.
Okay.
So now we'll transition into Romulo's interview. I'm getting distracted because there's people still coming into the room. Give me just 1 second. Okay.
I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we are talking about a fantastic new romance novel called The Assassin's Beauty. And here to talk about it is Rome Padilao. Rome, tell me about this book. It's actually a work of your wife's, correct?
That is correct.
And it's a story of a ninja who falls in love with a African-American teacher, I believe, in Japan. It's kind of a adventure, fantasy, and romance all kind of tied up in one, it sounds.
That is correct. And this is the first of her romance novel series. And it does feature Riku, a lethal Japanese ninja assassin, and an African-American teacher who is on her first vacation in Japan.
Right, right. So part of the drama, of course, is their cultural differences.
That is correct. They must navigate through that. Riku is highly disciplined, loyal, but lacks social skills. Tasha, on the other hand, is a teacher, emotional, caring, smart, and all the American things about her.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, what inspired your wife to write this? Does she have familiarity with the Japanese culture, or is this something that was just imagination and inspiration?
Well, she's a fan of anything romance on TV, book, and also she's inspired by us.
Right.
And she's African American. Like Natasha, my wife is also a teacher, and she has been wanting to write a book for quite a while. And lo and behold, here we are.
Okay. So in some ways, it mimics your own relationship. You're Asian, she's African American, although you're not a ninja, as far as I know, and not an assassin, I hope, as far as we know.
No, I'm not.
Okay, good.
She hopes I can, but
it sounds great. It must have been a real fun read for you and a real delightful journey for her to write.
yes, it provides laughter, it provided protection, loyalty, and I'm a big fan of, I was in the military, so discipline, and she's carefree, emotional, and I'm close to the vest, like Riku.
Okay, great. Which I think a lot of male-female relationships are like that. The woman tends to be more open, the man tends to be more closed, and I think that's why readers will find this tale very relatable.
That is correct. It will keep readers invested to the very end.
Now, how do you get a hold of this book?
Well, fans and readers of all ages can pre-order now and be available on May 24th, 2022 in 2 formats, ebooks and audiobooks.
Okay, great. And where can they actually do that pre-ordering?
The pre-ordering can take place in our website, pagdilaopublishing.com. We also have 5 social media platforms: Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Okay. And now the Spotlight Network as well, because all of those links will be on our Spotlight webpage on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook as well. So there's no reason for viewers not to go out and pre-order this book. It's a delightful read, and it's coming right at the right time, which is summer. This is a perfect beach novel. Don't you think, Rome?
Excellent. Yes, it'll be, it's fun to take to the beach, out in the lake, out in the mountains, or just leisurely at a coffee bar, at a breakfast table, in the house.
Sounds great. And I can't wait for the book to be released on May 24th. And I know what's going to happen. Here's my prediction, Rome. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Eventually, this is going to be a movie.
That's what we envisioned it to be, but this is the first step. Get it out and enthrall readers of all ages.
All right. Rome Padilao, thank you so much for joining us. The name of the book is The Assassin's Beauty, and follow the links below if you want to pre-order. I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time.
Thank you, Logan.
What a great interview. Hi, everyone who just joined. Right now, we are going to launch into another contest. But before that, regarding the interview, I personally liked how the plot is inspired by Mr. and Mrs. Pagdalao's relationship. I think that's really cute. Okay, so now we'll take 5 minutes to see who can like, subscribe, share, and post on the Pagdalao Publishing social media pages. We have so many: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, LinkedIn, Reddit, Snapchat, and Tumblr. So the first person to like, subscribe, share, and comment on all the social media pages, or as many as you can, will receive a $50 gift card to Starbucks. Okay, any questions before we begin? Okay. I think it's very straightforward. Just like, subscribe, share, and post. Comment on as many social media platforms as we have, okay? And most of them at Pagdalao Publishing, all right? And you can find some of the links in the chat or on our Facebook page as well. All right? Okay, ready, set, go. hi everyone who's just joined. So we've just concluded the contest for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting on our social media pages. I'm waiting for the results to be out in a bit, but the person who is the winner is going to walk away with a $50 gift card to Starbucks. All right, so, I think I know who's the winner right now. Okay, the person who has done the most on our social media pages is none other than Regina Williams. Regina Williams, you're the winner.
Congratulations.
Okay, so please go to the Park Dilau Publishing website and type in your live stream name and email to claim your prize. All right, so let's discuss the book and author right now. I will be going through with you guys a press release. So Librina Park Dilau chronicles the rare romance between a ninja and teacher in The Assassin's Beauty. All right, so talented author Librina Park Dilau releases a new book titled The Assassin's Beauty, a love tale between a Japanese ninja and an African-American teacher visiting Japan. Librina Park Dilau is set to take readers on an amazing romantic journey as the self-publishing author releases her new book titled The Assassin's Beauty. The romance novel tells the story of a Japanese ninja and an African-American teacher, and the series of events that led to both falling in love and developing a relationship despite inescapable danger. The illustration of an interracial relationship cannot be more romantic than as narrated by Librina in The Assassin's Beauty. Librina depicts the power of love and the possibility of two opposite individuals becoming one despite looming danger. The unexpected love story of Riku Hiroshi, a skilled and lethal ninja, and Natasha Smith, a passionate fourth grade teacher who fell head over heels in love with each other following Riku's intervention, protecting her from a gang of street thugs, is a must-read for lovers of romance. Librina Park Dilau offers a unique blend of romance, action, and comedy in the novel as she narrates how Riku tries to escape from a sinister man who wants him dead, sending his best man to hunt the ninja and bring him down at all cost. The Assassin's Beauty is all shades of amazingness from start to finish as Librina brings the best of her storytelling skills to contain as every chapter draws readers more into the piece with lots of twists and turns. All right, so for further information about The Assassin's Beauty and other works from Librina Park Dilau, visit www.parkdilaupublishing.com or follow her on her social media pages at Park Dilau Publishing on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. Any questions so far from anybody? All right, so now here's a preview to The Assassin's Beauty. All right, I think that was really, really cool. I loved it. Okay, so now what we have all been waiting for, the author. So let me tell you a little bit about the author first. Let me pull up my information. Give me a moment. Okay, wow. Librina Park Dilau is an educator and author who grew up in Pasadena and graduated from university with 2 master's degrees in education, one of which is in special education. With a long background in the education system, she now runs her own special education service business by day and is an author in her spare time. Her latest book, The Assassin's Beauty, is the tale of a Japanese ninja falling for an African-American teacher visiting Japan. As they are total opposites, they do not like each other at first, but eventually fall in love after a chance encounter. Today, Librina lives in the Riverside County of California with her husband. In her free time, she enjoys creating stories, pampering herself at spas, watching musicals and plays, and shopping. She has also devoted some of her time to volunteering and regularly donates items to charity. One of her great loves is travel, and she has been lucky enough to travel as far afield as Mexico, London, France, Scotland, and Ireland, immersing herself in the diverse cultures, customs, and food. Librina's desire is to spread true love and happiness through her books, helping people find it outside of their narrow beliefs, ideas, and circles. As an African-American woman who has been married to her Asian husband for 11 years, she knows exactly the sort of challenges people face, but also that anything is possible. You can connect with Librina Pagdilao at her email info@spedservices, SERVICESLLC.com, website www.spedservicesllc.com, YouTube as well, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, Snapchat, Tumblr, Reddit, and LinkedIn. We are well on the social media game. All right. Okay, and now without further ado, let's welcome the author, Librina Pagdilao.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I hope that you are all enjoying this virtual book launch. I see people here from my personal life, my family and friends. I see people here from my professional life, current and former colleagues. I see people also from my business life, partners and contractors. And I also see fans of the Assassin's Beauty. I am thankful for your support of the Assassin's Beauty. Writing books has indeed been a journey for many years. I love writing where I have written books but never finished them for various reasons, such as no time or just life happening. I chose to have the virtual book launch today to honor my grandmother. She would have been 94 years old today. In late March of this year, I started writing this book because my niece, an accomplished author with multiple books, inspired me. Having a simple conversation with her inspired me to write again after many years. So thank you to my niece. And of course, my husband was the motivator to finish this book. He thought this would be another book written but never finished, and in fairness, rightfully so. The motivation to not prove him right actually catapulted me into an obsessive overdrive craziness to finish this book and bring it to fruition, no matter what hiccups or delays came my way. I did not want to hear him say those words, "I told you so." So thank you, hubby.
You're welcome.
The Assassin's Beauty was created one day because I was watching a ninja movie, but I was not too fond of the storyline. And I thought to myself that I could make a better ninja movie with romance. For my characters, I created them to have some of his personality and mine. Love by a chance encounter is the theme of this book. I chose this theme because too many people miss out on love because of limiting themselves for various reasons. Some of the reasons are worrying about what others will think, or accepting others' misguided opinions and stereotypes as the absolute truth. As a result, they often settle, and before you know it, then break up, which leads me to the purpose of this book. The purpose of writing this book is simple: to show that love has no boundaries. The message that I want people to take from this book is not to limit themselves, when it comes to love or anything else. Venture outside of your circles because your soulmate may be there or a unique experience and learning. For the future of the Assassin's Beauty, here's an exclusive for you all. The Assassin's Beauty will be a 5-part series. Part 2 is in the writing process, where the ninja Riku comes to the United States. I hope you enjoy my first romance novel, The Assassin's Beauty, and help me to promote by sharing it with your family, friends, colleagues, etc., social media and everything. The goal is to make this into a movie one day and share the love of reading with 1 million readers. The ebook and audiobook are available for purchase at our website, paglaopublishing.com. Thank you all again for your support. I am truly grateful and thankful, as well as appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to come to the virtual book launch. Now, I would like to share the audiobook sample with you all. You will hear the incredible voice of the narrator, Miss Regina Williams. Give me just 1 second to set it up. Okay, here we go.
To avoid suspicion, he jogged back to the hotel where he had left Natasha, not wanting to admit that he hoped to catch a glimpse of the beautiful woman. And, as if by magic, she was sitting on the marble slab beside the fountain. He watched her talking on the phone and inched closer so he could hear her, using all the plants for camouflage. She was telling someone about the older adult who saved her. He stepped out of the greenery and took her phone. After ending the call, he handed it back to her. "I'm back. I decided I want dinner after all." He smiled at the expression on her face, a mixture of surprise, confusion, and, yes, a touch of anger. "Who are you? And how dare you hang up on my friend?" The phone rang, and Riku took it back and turned it off. "Excuse me?" she said, her jaw turning into a hard line. "I believe you have me confused with someone else. Please return my phone and kindly leave." He realized that she probably needed some explanation. After all, Natasha had no idea who he was. He handed her her phone back and said, "My grandfather sent me. He was not feeling well, but he suggested I come back since he knew you felt indebted to him for intervening in the elevator. He suggested I allow you to treat me to dinner instead of him to release you from any sense of obligation." He took her by the elbow and led them into the hotel restaurant without giving her a chance to respond. Taken aback, Natasha was at a loss for words. The old man had been quiet, stoic, and very reserved. So this brash grandson who took too much entitlement seemed very abrasive in comparison. She glanced at him from the corner of her eye as he selected a table and pulled out her chair. The man was without any charm, but very good looking, nonetheless. Without waiting for her to sit, he pushed down on her shoulders to indicate that she should sit. Natasha sat, still speechless. The waiter rushed over with 2 glasses of water and 2 menus and said he'd be right back for their order. Still not knowing what to say to this man, Natasha sipped some water and studied the menu, even though she wasn't hungry after eating the street vendor's pancakes. She could feel him staring intensely at her, which made her even more uncomfortable because she had no idea what he was thinking. Was he irritated that he must perform this dinner duty with an American because his grandfather requested it? Yet it seemed that he was undressing her with his eyes. To break up her uneasy feeling, her good manners prevailed, and she held out her hand over the table in the space between them and said, "I'm Natasha Smith, but you can call me Tasha." "Why would I do that if your name is Natasha?" he said. She tried to explain that it was a nickname, a shorter version of her name. "That's stupid. I will call you by your name, Natasha." He just stared at her and didn't take her hand. Flabbergasted and embarrassed, she lowered her hand. He said, "My name is Riku Hiroshi." "So, Ricky for short?" Natasha said, and then couldn't believe she said that in a deliberate attempt to irritate him. He just stared at her in silence. She wanted to be gracious to this man, but only because his grandfather had been heroic. He had helped her beyond anything that Natasha could have asked. So, trying to be civil, she told Riku how his grandfather had helped her. Riku interrupted and cut her off. "Are you always this talkative?" Without thinking, she snapped. "Are you always this rude? This much of a jerk?" She glared at him, getting a tiny bit of satisfaction when he didn't answer. Then she asked, "Do you know who Michelle Obama is?" He just stared at her. "Since you went low, I am going high and leaving."
I'm sure everyone here knows who Michelle Obama is. Okay, so I really love the message from Mrs. Park Dilau earlier as well. Love has no boundaries. And if you want to share any of our posts, any of our socials, feel free to take a screenshot or screen recording of this, and you can share it on the various social media pages that we have. Now we'll do a question and answer, a Q&A for the author and her husband. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat now. Hi, for everyone new joining, we are doing a question and answer right now with Mr. and Mrs. Park Dilau. So feel free to type in the chat any questions that you have for them.
You can ask anything you want. And as we wait for questions, I just wanted to say something about the book again. Took my wife a lot of nights and days and hours frantically trying to come up with the right words, the right scene. Also involved me, so I also had to wake up in the middle of the night and answer any questions about what she wanted to write. So I do have sleepless nights as well. But the book is great. Very exciting. Has danger, has romance, has rudeness, has sweetness. It's a book that you'll enjoy. And once again, thank you for stopping by today. And feel free to direct message us in any platform. Just share with your friends. And most of all, thank you for stopping by and we appreciate your support. No questions? Not even
I have
from
one.
Yes.
Okay, so which part of the day do you do most of the writing?
I do it in the mornings because my husband is asleep because he's a chatterbox. so I can concentrate. Right, babe?
And
Okay.
yes, quiet. It's a quiet neighborhood where we are. So it's an environment that have you sometimes in silence. So sometimes silence is deafening. So can't think even in silence.
Okay, I've got another question, and that is from Chanel. So, is writing romance your only genre?
Oh, great question. No, I didn't want to limit myself because at first I thought I'm only going to do romance, but then as my message says, I don't want to limit myself. So I've already written a psychological thriller. I have a fantasy that I'm gonna write over the summer. I'm also gonna do a horror genre as well. So I want to try everything. I don't want to limit myself. So great question. Thank you for asking.
And Dr. Artist was also asking how many volumes after The Ninja comes to the US? How many volumes do you project?
It will be 5 parts. Like I gave you guys an exclusive. After this one is already out as of today, the next part 2 will be Riku coming to the USA. And then I can't give you all the details on the other 3 parts. So that'll be another exclusive at the next virtual book launch. Great question, Dr. Ortiz.
Okay, and Miss Chanel has posted an encouraging comment. She said, love it. Oh my God, yes, I can't wait for the psych thriller. I'm here for it. So encouraging and supportive. Okay, any more questions? Feel free to add it on the chat, or you can direct message Mr. or Mrs. Pagdalao or myself.
Okay, May I see some questions directly messaged to me? How long did it take you to write the novel? I would say less than 2 weeks, right, babe? Because my main thing is I didn't want to hear my husband's mouth telling me, see, you start something and you don't finish it. So I was just so onto this book. So it was about 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, just to prove I'm wrong. It took me 2 weeks. And then I see another question. What did you learn about yourself when writing this book? From Hannah. Great question. I learned that having patience and breaking down the work, like let's say one chapter, I wanted to finish the whole book in a day or 2, but just taking my time and breaking it down and being patient with myself. That's one thing I had to learn because I like to do everything right now. My style is an implementer, get the job done. But that's one thing I had to learn. No, I can't do it overnight. I'm falling asleep right now and I have my other work to do. So just doing doing it in bits and chunks. Then I see a question. Has either of you been to Japan? For me, not yet. I don't think you've been to Japan, right, babe?
No, I have not been to Japan, but I was born in the Philippines, so maybe there are similarities in Philippines as far as the Asian thing, but that is next on our list of places to visit in the near future.
Okay, and that is all the questions. I see direct message to me. Any from you? Any for you?
No.
Okay. That's
Okay. If there are any further questions, you can always message us on our socials, and I'm sure we will be responsive to all your questions about the book. Thank you everyone for the questions. And I was going to ask you a question earlier about writer's block, but I guess 2 weeks, I don't think there's any writer's block there.
Well, May, I couldn't because my goal was not to hear my husband say, I told you so. And I just have one more question that popped in. This is from Rebecca. What advice would you give to someone who wants to become a writer? 2 weeks completing is amazing. Okay, the 2 weeks is only because I didn't want to prove my husband right. Normally, it wouldn't take me 2 weeks. And the advice I would give to someone to write is just write out all your ideas, just get them all out. Don't worry about grammar, punctuation, because I found when you start doing that, you start forgetting all these wonderful ideas that you have. And another thing that I do, I put in my cell phone on the notes page, I have a page where I call it book ideas. So when I think of an idea, I just type it down. I may get back to it later, but just get all your ideas down. And then there's also people that can help you when you get stuck. You know, they have ghostwriters, they have editors, they have alpha and beta readers who can help you develop the storyline when you get writer's block or stuck. So I hope that helps you guys.
Yeah, I think really taking action is important, right? If not, you can't really finish the book at all. All right, so this brings us to the conclusion of our program. I want to thank everyone for attending and participating on behalf of Rome and Libuina. It has been my pleasure hosting. Please make sure that you complete the survey before you end your Zoom connection. You can purchase the ebook and audiobook. Everyone is loving it, right? On this chat, on the Pagbilao Publishing website and major platforms such as Amazon, Audibles, etc. Also, please subscribe, like, follow, share, and comment on the Pagbilao Publishing social media pages. All right, thank you again and have a great rest of the day, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you everybody for showing
Thank
up.
you,
Have a
everybody.
great day.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.